Do you, Anthony Lavelle Cicero, in the presence of Jehovah God and these witnesses, take Maria Leila Lewis to be your wedded wife, to love and to cherish in accordance with the divine law, as outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian husbands, for as long as you both may live?
I do. I was crushing on her for a while. We had both went to the same congregation, and she didn't even know I existed until, one night we had mutual friends and stuff, and we all, we ended up at the same place. We went out just for drinks, after bowling, and, had a good conversation that night, exchanged numbers. Still didn't talk after we exchanged numbers until months later. I finally mustered up enough courage to just ask her out on a date, and she accepted. So we had went out, was supposed to go to the auto show, but we wound up getting out kind of late, so that didn't work out. So we just kind of enjoyed the night downtown Detroit, at the bar, went to do a little bowling at, what is the name of the place? Punch Bowl Social. So, that's pretty much how we got started, been together pretty much ever since that day. We had this real long, convention assembly type of day, and I asked her, can I eat lunch with her? And that was way before she was even interested in me. So we sat and ate lunch together, and we had pizza. That was the first meal we actually shared together was pizza, and she got hers with the pineapples on it. And I hate pineapples on pizza, so I told her nah, pineapples don't go on pizza. That's where I was kind of working on her from that day, and then moving up eventually, 5 months later, we finally went on our first official date.
This isn't an opinion piece. This isn't the result of case studies and experience. The author of this, he not only designed a specific relationship that would last forever if it was instituted properly, but he actually created the two of you specifically to fulfill a role in that relationship, and you as well. This is not an opinion. This is an instruction manual. That's how we want to look at it.
When I'm with you, we going all night, no sleep. I don't need nobody, 'cause nobody else gets me like you do, baby. We don't tell nobody, we don't need nobody, 'cause it's you and me, just you and me, just you and me. No, we don't tell nobody, you and me, just you and me, just you and me.
Sunsets in the valley, oh, it makes me happy, Malibu at midnight, underneath the moonlight,
I can't identify one moment. I think ever since the first date, I'm man, if every single one of our dates go like this, I could marry her. And so, sure enough, the more time we got to spending together, the more I realized, how genuine our relationship was, how much we had really enjoyed being around each other. And then, it finally progressed into, me being able to see her as a potential wife. And so that's why I had, eventually I just wound up popping the question.
You have to know her emotional makeup. You have to know what moves her, what motivates her, what hurts her, what makes her happy. That takes a lot of time and effort to be that attentive to her needs. But that's what will make you a good husband. That's what will make you a successful husband if you do just that. If you dwell with her according to knowledge. You see, it means that she knows that she's loved. She knows that she's cared for. And see, she'll give her heart to you if that's the way that you treat her. You can't just say, she should know I love her. I married her, right? That's not enough. See, women have to sense that they're loved, that they're cherished. They need to have it expressed to them on a regular basis. And you should be willing to do that. I even think about, again, in the Bible, it gives us the example of Isaac. He was nearly 100 years old, and he had been married for 35 years. And yet the scriptures still say that he was seen showing affection to his wife. Follow that example. Follow that advice. You see, that's good advice for a husband. Again, it takes time and effort to be that attentive. And the truth is, it will be easier after a while. After some time had passed in your relationship, when you've gotten comfortable, it may seem easier to give your attention to someone else who seems new and exciting. But don't let ego, don't let resentment, don't let boredom or curiosity change the spirit or the feeling in your heart towards your wife. Stay close to her. Develop a deep love and cherish her. Anthony, Lavelle, Cicero, deeply love your wife.
So the proposal, it was sweet. She actually knew that I was going to propose at some time soon, but she never knew when and where and how. So I took her to this place not too far from the house. I was planning it out, called her mom ahead of time, called friends and family. Took her to this place not too far from the house. Shoot, I can't even think of the name of the place right now. That's crazy. But took her to this place not too far from the house. It was a jazz club, jazz bar. We sat down, we listened to a couple of sets from the live entertainment. And I had organized everybody to be in the basement of her house. Kind of organized for the cake to be there, and all the friends and family. Did a lot of like behind the scenes type of stuff that she was totally oblivious to. And finally was able to get her back to the house. We was supposed to go somewhere else, like, part 2 of the date night. But I was able to get her back to the house, told her I had to make a pit stop for the bathroom. So she understood, and we pulled up back to her house, and I had her mom call her inside to ask for some help on something. And it led her into the basement, and when she turned around, everybody was just kind of standing there. And when she turned around and looked at me, I was on one knee already. So really, really surprised her. I mean, even though she knew I was gonna propose soon, she was totally shocked by the entire occasion.
Do you, Maria Leela Lewis, take Anthony in the presence of God and these witnesses, take Anthony Lavelle Cicero to be your wedded husband, to love and to cherish and deeply respect, in accordance with the divine laws outlined in the Holy Scriptures for Christian wives, as long as you both may live?
I do.